What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down a corner route football IQ quiz. So if you guys aren't familiar with our quiz format, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you two specific examples of two situations where you have to run a corner route. What you guys are going to do is you're going to pause the video, think about what you would do in this specific situation. Then I'm going to play the video and explain what you guys would do in the correct way to run the route, run a corner route against this specific look. So I hope this video helps you guys out. And again, fellas, if you guys like this format of the video and you want to see more quiz format videos, don't hesitate to leave some feedback in the comment section below. We appreciate all feedback and we love hearing from you guys, because that's what fuels the channel. So again, if you have any video suggestions, leave those in the comments below. Let's get started. So in this situation, right, we're press coverage right here. This DB is going to be in head up press. Now, the one thing I want to point out is we have to run like a 10 to 12 yard corner route. Now, the one thing I want to point out is that this wide receiver is the furthest outside wide receiver. He is the X receiver, and his split is going to be cut down. So I would say he's maybe not even on the top of the number. He's probably a little bit further inside than the top of the number. So he's the furthest outside wide receiver, and we have a head up press DB, and we have to run a corner route. So go ahead and pause the video. Think about what you would do against this specific coverage when you have to run a corner route. And now I'm going to get into breaking this thing down, okay? So now the main thing that's important, if you guys said that, oh, okay, or you guys thought about that because his split is cut down, and he is the X wide receiver, we do not want to take an outside release or force the outside release. We want to give as much space with the quarterback as possible to throw me open because it is man coverage. You would be 100% correct. Now, if you said that, oh, because he's head up, I could set him up to the inside, I give him a move to the inside, take the outside release, and then go, you wouldn't necessarily be wrong if you were out of the slot. Because he's out of the slot, he has more space to operate, and he has more space to actually restack, get into this DB, and then break off to the corner. Because when it is man coverage, fellas, we have to understand when that quarterback's throwing me a ball, it's not going to be on a line. It is going to be over the shoulder. He's going to lead me. He's going to get it out of his hands fast, because chances are when it's man coverage, he's going to be getting some pressure. So we need some space from the sideline for that quarterback to be able to throw me open. So what Thayer Thomas does right here is he uses a split release, takes the inside release, works to restack, gives that rocker step, and then is able to make that play over the top. But I want you to see this DB does not play this thing incorrectly. He does not play this thing bad. But I want you to see even how much, he doesn't even have that much space between the break point and the sideline to begin with, because he is the outside wide receiver, right? Some people like to run this like box corner from the outside where you go inside 5, up 10, break out at 15 to that corner. And that's totally fine. And the reason why they go inside is to give themselves space from the sideline for the quarterback to lead them when it is man coverage or to square up a safety, right? So that's how we have to approach this thing as a wide receiver. I need to make sure that I understand if he's head up press, I can still take the inside release in this case. If he's inside shade, that's a different story. You'd probably have to attack his leverage, move him off the platform, get back up vertical. But if he is head up press, I could give him something like a wide step. I give him a split release to take that inside release, make sure we work to restack, and then I can break over the top. But the main thing is we do not want to force the outside release, get forced to the sideline, and that quarterback has no space. That is an incredibly challenging throw for him. So again, if he's head up or outside shade, and you were from the outside wide receiver position, your split's cut down, take the inside release, take what the DB gives me. Let's work to restack. Trust yourself at the top of the route. I'm going to play this thing full speed one more time. Great job by Thomas setting up with the split release, restacking to the top, and then using that rocker step at the top of the break. Not the most separation in the world, but still was able to create space. Okay, so now, different situation here. Now we have an inside shade off man coverage DB, and we have to run a corner route. But before we get into this, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you need to maybe improve your speed, you need to improve your explosiveness, you need to improve your power output, check out that very first link in the description below for our wide receiver 8-week-long gym bundle. So what it is, you'll get 8 weeks of wide receiver gym exercises broken down for you with sets, repetitions, rest periods, rest days, conditioning days, and the work. So for 8 weeks total, that's 2 months time, you guys can get everyday wide receiver gym exercise splits that you could do to improve your speed, explosiveness, power, route running, ankle stability, knee stability, leg strength, everything that's going to translate for wide receivers on the field. So if you guys want some wide receiver specific gym exercises, check out that very first link in that description below. Let's get back to this video. So now, like I said, we have an inside shade guy. Inside shade off man coverage, okay? So now inside shade off man, 7 to 8 yards off, and you have to run a corner route. So what would you guys do? You go ahead and pause the video. And now we're going to break this thing down and explain what we got. So now, DB's inside shade, right? So now this is like we are from the slot. So it's not like we are from the X position where we would get this specific coverage, but it would be the exact same thing if you're on the outside or if you're from the slot. It does not matter in this case. So he's inside shade for a reason. He is trying to force you to the outside. So if you have an outside breaking route, the common mistake that a lot of people will make is that, oh, I have an inside shade guy. I'm running an out route, a corner route, a comeback route. I'm just going to go run the route. I'm not even going to worry about his leverage. He's giving me all this space. I'm going to go take it. That is exactly what the DB wants you to do, right? So you go to the outside like so. He's going to get right into your hip, force you to that sideline, squeeze you to the sideline, and he'll be right here when you break to the corner. That is an incredibly tough throw for the quarterback. We want to make it as easy as possible on that quarterback. So now, on the last clip we talked about, why did we take an inside release? We took an inside release on that to give my quarterback space to throw me open, right? So that's what I want to do in this case. I want to attack the DB's leverage. If he's inside shade, I want to square him up to where he does not have help. He does not have help to the inside. His help is the sideline, right? So I want to go where he doesn't have help. I want to attack his leverage. I want to stem him inside. I want to attack the inside shoulder or the midline, however you guys want to think of it. Because when we attack him and square him up, what's a DB supposed to do? He's supposed to keep his leverage. So when he keeps his leverage to the inside here, what does that do? That creates more space for me. I could throw like maybe a rocker step at the top, break to the corner. I could just throw a hard cut, but I have space to A, accelerate and widen the distance from the DB, but B, that quarterback can actually drop this thing over the top and throw me open. In this clip, he doesn't actually run a corner. He runs a dig in this specific situation, but I just wanted to make sure that we address this specific pre-snap look. It's all about pre-snap looks, fellas. The reason why we do these types of videos is when you guys watch film, you guys have film of another school, another team, another DB that you're going up against. You don't want to, it's not going to be every single route that you're going to have to run against him on tape. Sometimes an offense might not work those specific routes, but the pre-snap look is what you guys have to understand and how you structure the plan, because you know how to run every route. You should know how to run every route, especially if you keep up with these videos, but you have to know the pre-snap situation and how to go about it and the thought process that leads up to a game. So when you're in a game, it's fast. We don't have to think about it. It's more of a reaction and automated. Okay, so I hope this video helps you guys out, fellas. I hope you guys got a lot of value and just learned a few things about how to run a corner route and how to structure your routes. And again, fellas, if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. And also, fellas, again, 8-week-long wide receiver gym workout schedule, all the things wide receivers need to be doing in the gym to improve their skills. Check out that very first link in the description below. I'd love to get you guys on that. I'll see you guys next time.